G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs Son, our playthrough of Fighting Formations from GMT and Chad Jensen. We're about to go on with part 3, and this is at time 9 of Sudden Death 13, and we're about to start. So the first of the German reinforcements have turned up, and I've got 2 platoons of Panzer 3Js here, a single Panzer 3J here. I still have a remaining MG 34 platoon there. I still have my starting forces of what's left over here, which is 2 Grenadier platoons. I couldn't put both of them in there, sorry. I screwed that up when they advanced, so I'm going to advance 1 to there. Well, in fact, 1 to there and 1 to there, like that. And I advanced that black back there. And I've got the Panzer 2F here and a Panzer 3J platoon here as well. We're on 0 initiative with 9 victory points so far for the Soviets. The Soviets have the fate card, and they are up first. The matrix looks like this at the moment, with a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 3, 2. And the Germans have picked up 3 brand spanking new command tokens, whilst the Ruskies are down to their 1, which is now tactical. So what do the Russians want to do? And realistically, I suppose in the first instance, what they'd like to do is probably take out these Germans if they could. But the trouble is we have a 4 hindrance along this rail line embankment here. And I don't think that the, as I said before, the T-34-76s have a better armour, but slightly less firepower. The German tanks got slightly better firepower, but slightly less armour. So it's much for muchness. So there's a couple of things that they could do to start with. The minimum points they can take is a 2 for a move. Now, if they move or assault, remember that's going to cost them extra because they don't have radio. So it's going to cost 2 to activate every tank that they want to do, rather than just 1. So I'm wondering if the best thing for me to do in this first instance is maybe to simply rally. Now that's going to cost 4, which means they're going to have to take 5 anyway. And if they can rally this guy up, then see what the Germans are going to do, whether they're going to try and assault themselves, or they're just going to sit there and try and fire, or whatever the case may be. But if I can get this tanky back, then that's what we could do. The other thing we could do is just again fire into here and try and take this guy out, but we're going to get return fire now. We can from these guys especially. So I still think probably the best thing to do at the moment is to rally. So we're going to take a 5 cube away. We're going to carry out a rally. So it costs 5, and then it's going to cost 1 because we're rallying this unit here. So that takes it up to 6. And we need a 14 or better. So let's bring over the tray. and see what we got. And we only get a 12. Not quite enough. Okay. So now it is 6 on the German side. Now, again, the Germans could go for an assault or a move. I think what we might do in the first instance is actually leave these tanks here and not fire anything else and start to bring these tanks over to create a little bit more. If we can get them around sort of this way to cut off the Russian retreat or advance to the rear or anything else, if that's what they want to do. So we shall do that. So we're going to do a move, which is a 3 to start with, which takes us back down to 3. I'm going to put a command token on here, like that. It's on the Panzer 3J, and I'm going to bring him activate him, and activate him as well. They both will. The 2F has got a movement of 14. The 3Js have got a movement of 12. Okay, so this guy's going to go 1, 2, and then he's going to cross the embankment, which is a +3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it's +1. So he's gone to there for 6. These guys really... This guy has a shot. These guys... yeah, they do have a shot, but it's pretty long range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And they've only got a range of 7. So 1 to 7 is die 10s, 7 to 14 is die 8s, so they'd be using die 6s, which one hindrance is okay. They'd be shooting for 15 against 14. I don't think they want to at the moment. I don't think it's worthwhile. So he's gone 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and turns. So he can bring his frontal armour on. And this bloke's going to do the same and come over to there like that. And they are both done. Both sitting in that hex with their command token on there like that. Now that leaves them with another 3 that they can do. So again, they could try a fire action against the Ruskies over here, or an assault. Remembering that it's going to cost these guys 1 every time they fire. So these guys could get up to here and then fire if I assault. So we're going to do that. So we're going to take a 5 and assault. That'll take the initiative over to 2 for the Ruskies. And we're going to activate these 2 units here. that. And the first unit is going to move, and we can opportunity fire if we want. And I don't think they want to opportunity fire at the moment because, again, 4 hindrance. If we wait till they get to here, then, okay, these guys will pick up cover, but it'll only be a 2 hindrance. So what's the best bet? Let's try and fire with, we've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to try and fire with this guy here. So he's got a 4 hindrance and he's got a 4 rate of fire. So that's going to cost 1 to fire. He's in range. He's on his still front arc, so he gets die 10s. He's firing for 15. And he gets a 4, so he is spent and it misses. So he is spent. Let's leave him under there then. Put that up there. Like that. Okay, and this guy is going to come forward 1 more, like that. And this guy is now going to try and hit him. So again, he has a rate of fire of 4. Hindrance is now 2, but he's picked up 3 cover. Okay, so he's fired for 15 and 17 is 32, and we are a 17 and 3 is 20, so we need a 15. And we only get a 7. So we are rattled, but that means we can still fire back. So we're going to fire at this T-34 here. Or are we? Yes, we will. So it's a range of 1, 2, 3, which is well within range because he's got a range of 7. Oops. With a hindrance of 2, shooting for 17. Oh, and he misses. So he is done, but we can return fire with our tanky here again. And it's for 21 total. And he's already there for 20, so there's not much sense in rolling that. He can't fail it. So he is done. And he is spent now as well. Next bloke comes up 1. Nobody's going to shoot at him. He comes up 2. And this bloke, 1, 2, 3, 4, is going to try and shoot at him. Again, he's in range. We have 2 hindrance and 4 rate of fire. And he fails miserably and is spent as well. So we're now going to shoot at this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Shooting for 17 with 2 hindrance. 17 and 15 is 32. And he is there for 23. So he needs a 9 or better. Yep. Nowhere near good enough. And this platoon is now broken down. T-34s into two separate tanks. With this one being done. And he has, that leaves only the, he's not going to shoot. Because the T60 only has a 6 firepower. So it's over. These spent markers come off. And what we have is this. Like this. With that being up there. Okay, so we are 1 on the Russian side, initiative-wise, so it's their call about what they want to do. So they're starting to get a little bit worried because they can see that these other German tankies are coming over. And they know they don't get any points for German tankies, so they want to take out this guy. So they're just going to do a fire action, which is going to again cost them 5 because it costs them 3. So they're up to 4 for the Germans. Okay, I've just got cubes going everywhere. And we're going to activate 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to cost 4 initiative, taking it up to 8 for the Germans. Okay. We're going to shoot with this guy first into here, so it's a range of 3, which is easy enough. He's shooting for 16 with a hindrance of 2. And we get a 2, so nothing happens there. We can return fire with this little fella here. So we will. And we have a rate of fire of 2 with a hindrance of 2, shooting for 17. And we're spent. That didn't cost us anything. Okay, so he is done. We're now going to shoot with this tank into this individual tank into here. So he's shooting for 13 for a hindrance of 2. And we've got 28, which isn't too bad. And this guy's in here for 15. So he needs a 13 at least. And gets a 14. And this guy is going to shoot back at this guy. And it's still just on his forward arc. So we're looking at 17 with a rate of fire of 2 and a hindrance of 2. Okay, so we've got 17 and 10, 27. And this bloke is here for 24. So we want double 1s for the Germans. And nope, and he is fine as well. This guy is now going to shoot here. Now, that's going to be die 8s because that's his flank. Again, hindrance of 2, shooting for 16. I think it was. Yep. 16 and 7, 23. Again, he's in there for 15, so he needs 8 or better. And he passes. And this guy will fire on him for 17, 2 and 2. And gets 2 and 2. So he is spent. And this little fella will now fire on here. So he's firing for 13. Oh, double ones. So nothing gets through, and these are all spent. And I'm not worried about shooting from t'other side. Okay, so that finishes the Russian side of it, and we've got 6 points now for the Germans. Okay. What are we going to do? I think we're going to do what do I want to do? I've got 8 points. So basically I think in the first instance we might just fire. So we're going to use the 2 cube. These spent markers come off anyway. And this guy is going to fire at this guy here. Well, at this square here. And I think I did all that wrong last time, sorry. But yeah, so he's firing into here. Oh no, that was okay last time because that was a full platoon. So again, we activate these 2. This guy firing into here to start with. It's on his forward arc. So he's firing for 17 with 2 hindrance. Oh, for crikey's sake. And misses woefully. And this guy is going to fire back. And he's firing for 15 with the 2 hindrance. 15 is 34. 29, you idiot. Where did I get 50? 15 and 14. Okay, so 29. And this bloke is here for 20, so he needs a 9 or better. And he got a 5 and a 4, so he is spent now. And he gets it, he gets 14. So this bloke is done. This bloke here is going to fire up into the same area here at 1, 2, 3, 4. Using die 10s for a 2 hindrance. And he misses, got a 2. And this guy's going to fire back at him, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in range for 15. And 16 is 31. And this bloke is here for 20, so he needs an 11. And gets a 9, so we've taken our first loss to our tankies. So Panzer 3J, platoon, where did you go to? And two Panzer 3J platoons. And I hadn't actually clipped any of them. Well, I shall clip them up. So that worked out well for the Ruskies. I've still got to adjust for them firing back though. So they've had 1, 2. Okay. So put the 2 Germies there. 1 there. He was right, but we've got 2 more initiative points for the Germans, taking him back up to 8. He's finished, so that comes off. So the Germans now have 8, and we don't mind too much about that like that at the moment. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the 8 for battalion support. And we get 1 card, and it is smokescreen. There. Might help. And we're back to the Ruskies because it's on the 0 and they hold the fate card. So what do they want to do? So the cubes left are a 6, a 7, a 9, and a 10. And movement-wise, like I said, it is difficult for them because of the simple fact that they have to play silly buggers. So I think what they might do is just use the 6 for a fire order. And see if they can knock out some more German tanks before the next turn rolls around and we start to get our Panzer IV F2s, which are a lot better with firepower at least. So they're going to take the 6 cube, put it up there, do a fire action. And then they're going to activate again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm not sorry. I want to knock out that machine gun first. So that's another 5. So they've spent 6 plus 5 is 11. Okay, so the first fire action they're going to do is with this guy here. And he's going to fire on the machine gunner. So again, it's a 3, hindrance of 2, so it's in range and everything else. Oops. 15 and 16. Is 35, which is pretty damn good. And he's in there for 15, so he needs 20. Simple as that. And he gets 2. Righto, so machine gun platoon is hit and is shaken. Righto. We're not going to return fire on him. The next one to fire is going to be this fella here, who is going to fire on these tanks here. So he's shooting for 16, hindrance of 2. 16 is 28. And they are both there for 20. So the shaken one first fails and is blown away. Remembering no victory points for tanks for the Soviets. And the other bloke, 8 or better, yes, is safe. And now we are still not going to return fire. This fella will shoot at this tank. He's shooting for 13. Plus 14 is 27. So we need a 7 or better. And we only get a 6. I really didn't think it'd go this bad. And he is rattled. So we're going to return fire on this guy. So it's for 17 with a 2 and a 2. And we get 17, and 17 is 34. Okay. And this guy is here for 24. So he needs a 10 or better. And doesn't get it. And is hit. And is panicked. Cannot fire. So this little fella here is now going to fire at them. He's firing for 13. You only get die 8s because of the angle. And he gets 13 and 14. It's 27. And little fella's there for 15. So he needs a 12 or better. And gets a 13. Well done, that man. Now, do we want to return fire on him? And the answer is no, because I don't want to end up spent when I can hopefully knock this guy out. So this guy now is going to shoot at this guy and try and knock him out. So he is shooting for 13, the hindrance of 2. And he gets a 1, so nothing happening there. And we're going to return for 17 with a hindrance of 2. 17 and 13 is 30. And he is there for 24. So he needs a 6 or better. And he gets a 6. Damn it, Janet. Okay, so he is finished. Turn that over the right way again. Like that. Right. Okay, 3 cubes left. 11 initiative for the Germans. I think that we are simply going to fire, but that's going to cost us 7, taking us down to 4. And we're going to activate these guys again, like that. And we may as well activate these guys over here as well. He can't reach. He can, but we're not going to get much out of it. Okay, but it's worth it. Righto. So let's put that up here. We'll do the close-in stuff first. So this guy is going to shoot at this guy here. So again, we're shooting for 17 with 2 hindrance. And he misses. This guy can fire back. Firing back with 15, I think. Yeah. And 2 hindrance. And he gets a 1 and a 4. So that cost 1. And he is spent. Okay. And then this guy will shoot at this guy. And he's shooting for 17. Hindrance of 2. Oh, and he rolls a 20. So 37. And this guy is here for 23. So even with rolling 20, he can't survive. So he is gone. And we've still got 1 there. And this bloke will shoot back at him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Shooting for 15. And 14 is 29. And we're there for 20. Whoops. And a 16, and we're fine. So that was it. Done over there. And then we have this little fella here shooting. And he is going to try and hit this guy here. So it's going to be 2 hindrance at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're going to be using die 6s. Hindrance 2, die 6s, and so again 17 plus 8 is 25. And that is in this guy's, yeah, he can't fail because that's still in his front arc. Well, no, it's not. It's in his flank. So he's got 16, so he needs a 9 to survive. 9 or better. And rolls an 8. So first victory points for the Germans. They've taken out a T-34 platoon, which gives them 3 VP, bringing the marker back down to 6 VP for the Ruskies. The Ruskies are not going to return fire at all. And we have 5 VP left for the Germans to use. So I'm going to take the 10. No, not. I'm going to take the 9. There's only a 9 and a 10. And I am simply going to remove the spent marker, of course. I am going to... Damn it, Janet. Damn, I don't know what to do. I'm going to take 2 cards for assets. So I've taken 9. It's now 4 on the Russian side. And my 2 cards are smoke grenades And command and control. That's going to come in handy a bit later. Okay. Righto. So it's down to the Ruskies. They have to take the 10, which brings it back to 6 on the... Sorry, we're at 5. So 5 on the... 6, idiot. 6 on the German side. Now, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? And realistically, I think they may as well fire in here. Try and knock this bastard out. So they're going to activate 1, 2, 3. So 3 VP more takes it up to 9 on the German side. This guy is going to fire first into here, firing for 16, hindrance of 2, nothing happens. This guy here will fire back. He's firing back for, 14 for the hindrance of 2. 14 and 9 is 23. This bloke's at 24, so nothing's going to happen. This platoon now is going to fire at this guy for 16, hindrance of 2, that's 28, and he is there for 20. And gets an 8, just sucks it up again, and this guy will fire at him for 17, and 13 is 30 with the hindrance of 2, and it's still in this guy's frontal arc, so he needs a 6 or better and gets a 10. So he is done, and little man here is going to fire over there again. He's firing for 13 with die 8s. 13 and 13, 26. This guy's here for 15, so he needs 11 or better. And gets 14. And this guy will fire back at him. Front arc for 17. 23. And he's an 18, so he needs a 5 or better. And he gets 10. So that didn't achieve anything for them. The poor buggers. And that's, we go over to the end of turn again. So we have a look up here. First thing, draw an event. And the event is Cunning Plan. Maybe they should call this the Baldric. Okay, Cunning Plan. Cunning Plan. After the order matrix is next reseeded and immediately before resuming normal play, the player with initiative may move any one cube to another box of his choice. Fair enough. Okay, so we'll just leave that there so we remember. Advanced turn counter. Yay! German reinforcements. Okay, no sudden death. No smoke to go. No sniper stuff. Move pending markers to available. There are none. Move tactical markers, which is the Russian one, to pending. Change over t'others from mission to tactical. done. Set up schedule reinforcements, and what we have is the 2 Panzer IV F2 platoons and the single vehicle, and another commandy token. Yay! And these vehicles are coming in at any hexes along the north edge of the map not containing a Soviet unit. Oh, okay. And again, sorry for the glare. Let's move it over there. This is the north edge of the map. So we are going to put one right there, like that, to hit him in the bottom. In fact, we're going to put that one like that, and that one like that, and this one like that. These are the 2 platoons. This is the single vehicle. I suppose I could just put them all in there, but pew, 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 pew. Do it like that. I can try and blow some things away and do it like that. Right, so reseeding the table, the matrix order matrix. Grab our 2 dies, move him out of the way, and we have a 7 and a 1. We have a 10 and a 3. We have 2 4s. We have an 8 and a 1. And we have a 3 and an 8. Okay, so fairly sort of spread out. Righto, so do I want to move one of these? Now I've got 9 that I can play. So that would give me 3, 6. That I could do. Yeah, I'm going to move this one up to 10, like that. And that one is out of the game. Okay, so that's that. So the Germans now have all of their reinforcements on the board. They have 2 available commands. They have 9 initiative. The Soviets have the 6 VPs and no available commands. So anything to do with moving or assaulting is going to cost them 4 per unit. We still have our hero unit over here, who hasn't done anything at the moment. We've got our Panzer IV F2 and our 3J here. We've got our other Panzers 3Js up here, and we've got our 4Fs here, hoping to blow these away, because next turn is when the Soviets get their last reinforcements, and they're going to come on, and this is why I need to remember this, anywhere, sorry about the glare, let's go this way, anywhere where this brown line is. So it goes from basically half of the eastern edge right up to the railhead on the southern edge. So they can come in anywhere along there. So again, that's why I wanted that to be a hero. And what I intend to do is to basically bring these back behind the rail line so they can give a little bit of help in there. Okay, so that's my cunning plan. So that's the end of turn 2, the end of part 3 of the game. And I think we're doing fine. The Germans have 4 assets. The Soviets have 1 and the fate card still. So take care, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.